Our standard access control list let us test on the source IP address only, whether it was a standard numbered access control list or a standard named access control list. What if I want to look at more parameters? What if I want to look at a destination address or destination port? I would need to get into creating an extended access control list to do that. The extended access control list takes a very similar format. We can have named extended access control lists or we can have numbered access control lists. Either way, it's done with the access list command. Access list 105 permit why 105? I can remember that my standard access control lists are numbered 1 to 99. My extended access control lists are numbered 100 to 199. And there's no reason why we have to start at 100. We might 100, 101, 105, it doesn't matter. But the access control list now, because it's 105, is an extended access control list. So I do permit. Now I need to specify a protocol. In my standard access control list, and I'll throw one down here, access list 1 permit 192.168.10.0 0.0.0.255, and that was the whole list. I didn't have to put any protocol field in here because I'm just doing an IP address, source IP. When we look at an extended access control list, I need to tell it whether to look at layer 3 or both layer 3 and 4. So I need to specify a protocol. So for us, if I were doing like an HTTP request, I might actually specify TCP in here. So TCP is the protocol. This tells the router that we need to be looking for layer 4 information as well. Then the parameter is source IP address 192.168.10.0 0.0.0.255, and then I can put in the source port if I want to here. I'm not going to specify a source port because source ports are randomly generated typically from our client to our server, and I really am usually going from a client to a server when I protect my network. So then I want to specify the destination address that we're talking to, because this is all the source, and then I go to destination address 192.168.30.200, just that one address, 0.0.0.0. Sure, that would be the destination IP address. And then finally, I want to put the destination port right here. And my destination port equals 80, and that's a web server for me. When I look at my configuration, what do I have? I have 105 permit TCP, my layer 3/4 protocol in this case, telling me I'm looking for ports. I've got the source IP, source port we left blank, destination IP, and then destination port, which say EQ80. Well, what if it was not equal to 80? Well, NEQ. What if I want any port greater than 80? GT. What if I want any ports less than 80? Well, LT. Again, most of the time, you're going to see EQ here equaling whatever port number that you want to test for. Again, I can do access list 105 permit TCP blah, blah, blah equal 443. So now you can do port 80 and 443, which is HTTPS. I do still have the implicit deny at the end. So there is, as soon as you're done typing stuff in here, access list 105 deny IP, because I don't care about ports, any source to any destination. So this is the implied deny at the end of an extended access control list. Just like with a standard access control list, creating the access list doesn't do anything for me until I apply it to an interface. So I'm still going to have to go to interface FA0/0 or some other interface and do an IP access group 105 in or out, check it as it comes in. Unlike the standard access control list, typically putting an extended access control list as close to the source as possible is what we do. If we take a look at our packet tracer infrastructure, where we put an extended access control list is as close to the source as possible. So if I could actually put my access control list down here, right here, that's the best place for a standard, an extended access control list. Extended access control list is as close to the source as possible, extended. When I create a standard access control list, if I was trying to block access to the server, the standards need to be as close to the destination. So outbound as close to the destination, standard, as possible. Close to destination. Extended, close to source. For the most effective functionality. As close to the source as a recommendation. If you wanted to work even close to what you want, this is almost a requirement. You must be as close to the destination as possible with the source, with a standard access control list, or it just isn't going to work the way you expect it to. To actually do the configuration is done very, very similarly to how we do a standard access control list. If I jump into my router, we'll look at some format. Console is my enable console, C-O-N-S-O-L-E, is my console password. Cisco is my enable password. I need to be in global config to actually create the access control list. From here, I'll do access list 105. We'll do what we just said. I want to permit traffic, so I'm going to permit TCP from the source of 192.168.10.100 to, again, I don't care what the source port is, to talk to 192.168.30.200 for web traffic, port 80. Access list 105, permit TCP. Access list TCP. What happened there? What did we miss? Well, you know what we do? We use a help functionality. Access list 105. If you have a question, it will be permit. It will be port. It will be source IP address 192.168.1.105. Nope, 10.105. Oh, what was it? The mask, the mask. You can't do this without a mask, 0.0.0.0. And now the source, if I want it, and the destination, 192.168.30.200, with a mask of 0, wildcard mask goes out 0.0.0, and now EQ 80, and it works just fine. That darn mask. But again, the help functionality is very perfect for us. You say, incomplete command, it needs more. I wonder what I should do. Let's go back and start using the help functionality, and you can build yourself right into whatever you're looking for. Again, maybe you want to do this on a live production server at 9 a.m., but certainly that's why we don't do things on live production servers. If I want to do another line entry, access list 105, permit TCP. I can do host instead of the extra zeros, 192.168.10.105 to host 192.168.30.200 for port 443. That will allow me to completely access a web page. Don't forget to apply it to an interface, IP access group, wherever you want it to go, and that would complete the configuration for your extended access control list.